The Rod Farva is asking, Wholesome One, how much momentum do you expect Miami's recruiting will gain this summer after getting a commitment from Kamari Rogers? Of course, that was a great pickup over the weekend. The cornerback out of Mississippi,
Great
one of the
question.
10 best in the nation. Will he do some recruiting on his own?
I think a lot of young men do recruiting on their own. I don't think that it's just up to just Kamari Rogers. I think a lot of people, when they commit to an institution, great players want to play with great players. It's just that simple. You see a lot of that at some of these big time institutions. I don't have to go down the list. You know, the top 16s in the country. We have already said their names like 8 times today. They collect talent, but their product recruits itself. Their players recruit themselves, and they really bring it in like, hey, I want to be a part of this, and I want you all to be a part of this. Thank you, Rod. Farvar, I appreciate the love. Thank you. But they want to come together. And that's the biggest thing. That's also what's happening in Miami. Also, um, thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Some of my coaches wouldn't think that, but I appreciate that. Um, they're just perfectionists, and I love that where I am. Anyhow, when you're able to get like because I think it always grow from even people like Leonard Taylor and James Williams, and being able to have a De'Aaron King, and then going to get Avante Williams, and now you add Kamari Rogers. If we're able to get a Shamar Stewart, then hopefully we're able to go get a Wesley Blassant at linebacker. You start saying, hey, give me the top tier at all these positions. Now, can we say that Miami has a big time prospect at these positions? You can say Miami has a big time prospect proven as of right now with Nessa Severa. But as far as recruiting wise, you got one in Leonard Taylor. You have one coming in you have two at safety with Avante and James Williams. Okay, now you just land one at corner. Wide receiver, some good ones, but it's not a big time prospect. At tight end, some unprovenness. We like Will Mallory, but he's still kind of unproven to a certain extent because he always was in the shadow of Brevin Jordan. Offensive line, you have Navon Donaldson. He's the biggest name as far as recruiting wise in the world, as far as a lot of people would know who Navon Donaldson, if you were to say that name. De'Aaron King. So we only have a couple positions where we have a big time prospect. Mark, could you imagine how different the Miami Hurricanes would look if you could say they got a 5-star offensive tackle, they got a 5-star offensive guard, 5-star running back, 5-star QB, at least one 5-star wide receiver, 5-star edge rusher, 5-star defensive tackle, 5-star middle linebacker, 5-star corner, 5-star safety. When I just riled off, that's what happens at some of these bigger schools. And that's why the product looks different. Okay, because the ceiling is way different. When, as much as I love Jafari Harvey, 6'3", 6'4" guy, pretty solid player, really good. Okay, I like him. Some people like him. But imagine if you had Chase Young right there. It's just different, a 6'5", 265-pound freshman running a 4.45. It's just different. And in order to be able to get to that top of echelon, you got to be able to bring in those young men. That's why I say you got to be able to land a Shamar Stewart. Okay, we need a top tier. We need two top tier edge rushers for the Miami Hurricanes this year. They're recruiting.